Good morning, this is Curtis with 382days.com, and today we're going to talk about how do you start a fast. There's a lot of different views out there, but I'm getting a lot of my information from the Intensive Dietary Management online group. Basically, Dr. Jason Fong and Megan Ramos, I think she pronounces it, have a group where it's a pay for thing. You pay I think it's $39 and change a month, and you get all of their additional trainings, some science information every week, as well as access to their Facebook group, which is full of really useful information. I've also read this in other sources as well, but primarily I get a lot of my information from Dr. Fong because he seems to be one of the preeminent specialists in this area at the moment. There's others, don't get me wrong, but Dr. Fong is kind of the main guy I go to. And one of the things that they recommend, Megan did a video on this, talking about eating a high-fat meal before you start your fast. And the reason you want to do that is because it does two things for you really well. Fat has a really high satiety level, which means that when you eat fat, you stay full longer, which of course, when you're doing a fast, that's exactly what you want, because those first 24 hours to really 72 hours are the hardest. That 3-day window is very hard for most people. Now, once you've gotten your, as they'll say, your fat muscle or your fasting muscles kind of established, it's less and less difficult. But still, those are the hardest days. I can tell you in the fast that I'm doing now, those are my hardest days. So a high-fat meal, and you can do that whether you're vegan, plant-based, keto, paleo, or even a SAD diet, the standard American diet. Just add more fat. What I generally do, I also really like doing a very high probiotic meal. My last meal before I started this fast had sauerkraut in it, full-fat Greek yogurt, natto, which is a soybean-based Japanese fermented product, which is delicious to me, but not a lot of people like it. I've mentioned it on the channel before. And also I had some steak, some really nice strip steak, grass-fed, just a tiny bit of that, probably that big and about as thick as my finger there. And I'm trying to think. I'm not sure if there was anything else, but I had some. I know I had some carrots and some broccoli as well. And when I say some, I probably had 2 big heads of broccoli and really half a bag, like a 3-pound bag of carrots. I love my carrots. So I ate a lot of food in that last meal, but it put me through the next several hours and helped me out. But again, it was really high fat. I added coconut oil to everything. And I had eggs as well, eggs with onions and that kind of stuff. So anyways, start out with high fat. The other thing that some people do as a crutch to get started is add bone broth the first couple of days. Maybe 1, 2, 3 days, have a cup of bone broth. It's fantastic for your health. It has a low glycemic load, so it's not really hurting you that badly. But I don't recommend using it throughout the entire fast if you can, and go from there. But those are just some tips to start your fast. Something I thought I'd start doing is giving some tips on ways of improving your fast. I'm involved in quite a few Facebook groups now, and I'm enjoying the education I'm getting. But a lot of people are asking questions about this and several other topics that I'm going to cover over the next several days and weeks. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. That really helps me out. And I'd love to hear your feedback. If you have any suggestions, what do you do to start your fast? What are some tricks that you do to help out and make your fast successful? That's all I got for today. Everybody go ahead and take care, and we'll see you later.